Hey everyone, it is late at night and I am Norman. A bit ago, I traded off the Ricoh watch for two watches. A Citizen Stiletto that I've recently discussed, but still have to do a full review of, and a dive style watch by a brand that I've never seen in person before, and this one is pretty interesting, mainly for one reason. And after I flip the camera around, I'll show you what that is. But what watch am I talking about? This Boderry watch. And this is a pretty cool looking piece. So let's take a closer look at it. I'll do my first impressions of this watch. Alright, so here is the Boderry dive style watch. And I refer to it as a dive style watch because it has 100 meters of water resistance. I feel like 200 would probably be a minimum that I would consider an actual dive watch. But this definitely has the aesthetics. And 100 meters isn't terrible. It could definitely get wet. But it's on a dressy leather strap. Somewhat dressy leather strap. And a really rugged looking buckle here. Large keepers. There's plenty of real estate on the dial here. There's a framed date window at the 3 o'clock. Very interesting hands on this. And look at the dial itself with that honeycomb. That's pretty interesting. Try and get it to light up well. There we go, right about there. I like this narrow bezel. That's pretty cool. And you'll notice that it kind of has an interesting look to the case as far as the finishing goes. It's a matte, sort of brushed finish. And why that looks so interesting is this case is titanium. I remember years ago I tried on a Pelagos and it was titanium, but I've never actually had a titanium watch here in the studio, on my shelves, on my wrist. So this watch is a first. I love how small those indices are. Those are pretty cool. It has a screwed down crown. I haven't really messed with the bezel. Not bad. As far as back play goes, there really isn't any. And it seems to line up pretty well. Cool. And what's great is I got the box and papers for both this and the Citizen. So being part of the Watch Trade Challenge, that's actually pretty cool. Unfortunately, I couldn't return the favor. When I purchased the Ricoh, it was on eBay, and it didn't have box and papers. But it is an amazing watch. If you haven't seen that piece, I've done reviews of it and whatnot. You can track those down on my channel. That dial's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll have to spend some time with this watch. But before I go, let's see what it looks like when you're wearing it. Tonight I'm wearing the Antarctic 35mm. Nevada Grenchen. This watch is so cool. Yeah. Let me take this off and we'll see what the Boderry looks like when you're wearing it. And here it is on my 7-inch wrist. And I just realized, is this brand pronounced Boderry or Boderry? Before I do a full review, I'll have to look that up. That buckle is very big and tough looking. Kind of a cool design. These keepers are super snug, so it's actually kind of tricky to put this strap on. But yeah, here it is. I have a 7-inch wrist, 55 millimeters wide. The dive aesthetic is really great. I kind of like all the real estate on the dial there. That's pretty cool. And that titanium case looks pretty wild. It definitely has a different look to it. I feel like that hour hand kind of gets lost a bit, but it's a cool design. Yeah. So there you have it, a titanium cased dive style watch by Boderry. I love those small indices. I don't know why, but small dot indices in sporty watches just look cool to me. So I'll spend some time with this watch, do a full review of it, and if you're interested in this watch and have something you would like to trade for it, my email address is in the description below. Thanks for watching.